this is the video review for Transformers movie masterpiece line Starscream. Over here on the left of your screen, it is the Japanese version. Basically, they're releasing it as a movie subline masterpiece, but they're releasing it as a masterpiece over in Japan. But it's the same Leader Starscream mold, just painted to look more like he did in the first movie with the proper camouflage, as opposed to the tattoos and such of the Revenge of the Fallen version. And here I'll just do a quick side by side so you can get an idea of how they look together, just to see some of the differences there. Like I said, they're the exact same figure. This one even has the same jet and the same "No one can defeat Starscream" voice effect. And in robot mode, he still says the Decepticons will crush the Autobots. They didn't change any of the sound effects. The sound effects in this are exactly the same sound effects you're going to find in the American release of the Leader Starscream. So yeah, other than that, like I said, you can just get some details, some of the colorizations. The missiles are a little lighter. The missile launcher is a little lighter and also doesn't have the little red band around it. But those are some of the only differences are paint. They didn't remold anything. I will say on this one, the missiles fit in the under the wings a little easier. You don't have to push them in quite as rough, which is nice to me, because the on my original Leader Starscream, you want to watch it, because if you do, and I generally don't store the missiles back here, but if you do plug them in on my Leader Starscream, or my American version, it was starting to crack the little post holes, and that doesn't seem to be an issue on the Japanese version. I don't know if that's something they specifically fixed, or just something that just second use of the mold, just mold tolerance. I'm not sure, but I am noticing a lot less stress there on these little post holes. But yeah, so that's airplane mode. I'm not going to subject you through the whole process of transforming him again. If you want to see that, go watch my original Starscream video. I've already transformed him once, so with the magic of editing here we have Starscream, again, comparison transformed into robot mode. Obviously the difference here are quite plain. You can see the tattoos on Revenge of the Fallen versus the plain kind of first movie look. Here on Starscream, he does have the light blue color on his gills. If you open up his mouth, it is gold inside. I think the glare is there. Again, has the same transformation noise and the same. So the same sound effects there. The one thing that is a little mystifying is he has a red Decepticon symbol on his head. Not sure what that's all about. I don't know if he's Shattered Glass movie Starscream or what. But yeah, I'm not going to get into too much of that. You can see the differences. I'm not going to really fiddle or anything. He does still have the same gimmick. You can fold his hand up, attach the missile launcher to his hand, store it on the back. Everything that you could do with the original Starscream, or this Leader Starscream, you can do with this Leader Starscream. Like I said, aside from paint, they are exactly the same figure, and I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time just going on and on and on about all this other stuff when we've already seen it with this Starscream. Just a nice comparison of the movie masterpiece Starscream. I think if I had to pick between the two, I think I like the masterpiece a little better, just because, while I see why the animators did it, I do think the tattoos in robot mode kind of give him a little bit more of a visual pop. And a little bit more distinction. I think this one looks very nicely detailed as well. Plus, when you turn him into a jet, he looks like a jet, a robot in disguise, versus jet with tattoos all over it. So, if I only had to have one of them, I'd keep the masterpiece version. But they are both nice figures. Like I said, I know there's a price jump. I know that the masterpiece version costs twice as much as the American Leader. But if I had to pick and recommend one, I'd say get the masterpiece. If you can only get one and you can afford the masterpiece, by all means do it. I really do like it overall a lot more than the Revenge of the Fallen version. But But yeah, there you have it. Movie masterpiece, Starscream.